Now let's take a look at the actual configuration and use of EMR. And so we just want to quickly show you how applications are actually connected for each of the example types of connectors that we talked about. So initially, the plugin connector. If we looked here at settings, applications, you can see there's a set of already connected applications and a set of available connectors. One good example of a plugin is EMR. And so if you click on here, if we had multiple EMR connections for multiple different clusters, you'd see a list of those here. In this case, we only have one connected. We click on it and we say, show me the settings for access management. This slide toggle enables it, and then you would follow these instructions for enabling uh, Privacera to install the plugin on the EMR cluster itself. So if we close this, and assuming that all works, one of the first ways you'll be able to tell that it worked is you'll see in the resource policies, and specifically for EMR, you'll see it in Hive. You'll see access management policies, probably similar to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These initial policies that would be created. Essentially, is this? It's the same pattern for all applications that you add. You'll in the configuration set up what you want Privacera to control. Give it some boundaries in terms of what databases, what schemas, what tables you'd like it to control. Turn that on, and then initially what it'll do is it'll create these policies. It'll say, okay, all users are denied access initially, and then to enable access, you're going to have to come in here and create an initial policy to allow. Let's see here, to allow access. Let's see if we can find. Yeah, here's one right here. Atom test should be a fairly simple policy that then says, for this database, for Atom test database, for this specific table, for all columns in that table, my user has select, update, and create. So now when I go to do any of these actions um, at the command line, for example, I'd be allowed to. Otherwise, until I create this initial permission again, all permissions are turned off. And the way you can see this then is you can also see this in audits. If you look at plugins, say for up here we have the filter service name Privacera Hive. You can see the plugin status for a variety of different plugins. I believe the EMR plugin has this plugin ID. There's a separate one that looks very similar, but it's separate. This is again lake formation, so that's not the one we're looking for. Our EMR cluster is here, and you can see this is the IP for it. It is responding well. Policies have been synced to that plugin, and then plugin status. Same type of scenario. You can say uh, so. For example, my service type is Hive. Here's where my application that I've connected to its IP. What's the most current policy? Was it downloaded? When was it last updated? And then we're not talking about it in this case, but it also has data on tags and tag syncing as well. But this is basically how you can tell if um, things have things have connected. Was the most current set of policies pushed to that destination application, and then should my policies that are created be in effect right now? That's basically how you install, you configure, and manage a single plugin application.